So shout out one of the members in my group on Instagram. I sent out a offer to anybody who would be willing to let me break down their film because I think watching film and gaining basketball IQ is going to set you free as a hooper. So I'm going to break down the first quarter of his game and maybe you can learn a thing or two as well. So we're watching number 2 here and I have some notes set up on what I would do better. So after the pass here, I would set up my man knowing that we're running this flex cut, right? So you want to engage with your defender and sort of throw him into the screen. You see how he's able to get through that gap because you didn't really get into his body, and the big really doesn't have a great angle to set this screen. So that's the first thing I would do. I would set him up, get into his body, and throw him into the screen, because if that's the case, I'm making this guy right here make a decision. He's either having to stop me because it looks like they don't want to switch, and this guy might come open out here for a 3, or you're going to be open for a layup if this big sets a good screen. So you don't get the ball right here. That's okay. Now, shot goes up, and we're back. So right here, I need you to get back on defense, right? We don't have time to worry about the ref not making a call. The game's going on, and now we're the last one back. I need you to get back in transition, which you do well right here. Perfect, right? In transition, we always say that you're not guarding a specific person. And I think this is great awareness by you as you notice that there's somebody under the basket and you cover that, right? Your teammates don't know. Now, the only thing is stay down on that pump fake, because more often than not, we're not blocking jump shots, right? It's very hard to block a jump shot, but overall, great defense way to recover on that situation. Perfect, box out, now we're gone, right? So as the point guard right here, you need to start being vocal. What are you running? What are we getting into right now, right? We haven't scored a bucket in 3 minutes. What are we getting into? That's where point guard comes into play. It looks like we're a little bit all over the place. Right here, your hands go up. You don't really know what we're in, right? So if you're bringing the ball up, get us into something. What are we getting into? So it looks like we have you coming off another screen here. I don't know really what's going on. The spacing is a little bit all over the place, but that's all right. You got the ball. Kick it back. Okay, so let's set our man up again, right? So you see how your defender is he's sort of directing you. And as an offensive player, you want to direct your defender, right? You want to get into his body, change your speed, and get him off of you. Now, the big did a better job of, setting a screen, but not really. He didn't really create an advantage. Your whole goal is to create an advantage, right? So right here, I would be setting my man up, right? After I give it, I would go corner, and now I'm shaking. I'm trying to get him off me. And now it looks like that flex cut might be there for you for a layup, but the guy made a good pass to your big man. You just got to finish that. Now we're back in the offense again. Good setup, good read. All right, so this is what I wanted to talk to you about. So we're in the flex cut a lot. So in the flex cut, it's all about timing and setting your man up. You pass, good. Now let's engage with our player right here. Let's fake baseline. Let's engage with him so we can make him make a decision, right? Are you gonna go baseline? Are you not gonna go baseline? You want your defender guessing, but you also want to get into his body. So get into his body. Now he goes under that screen. And in my opinion, if the guy's going under like that, you could hit the pass to you, but this guy, they switched it. That was good recognition by him. So anyway, so they switched. Now they get back. Now, you got to notice that when the guy is guarding you, he doesn't want to guard you, right? He doesn't want to switch off his man. So at this moment, I'm trying to sprint to the 3-point line and possibly get my feet set and get a shot, because look where the defenders are. You got 2 defenders here, low, low. Now, you want to get to the 3-point line and try to get a 3 off, right? But it doesn't happen. Take a dribble. Now, where are we going? Where are we going? What's our play here? All right, set it up. Good back screen. And now you got your defender out of motion, right? So your defender is now lost. So at this moment, when your defender is lost like this, let's go back real quick. Come off the screen. Good. Boom. We don't have a shot. Good drive, kick, spacing. Now, defender right here, lost. Boom. Now I'm getting my feet set right to this 3. My defender, He can't see me. Now these are the shots that we need to work on, right? So now you notice that your legs, you were fading backwards a little bit during this clip. So if I'm working out by myself, I'm gonna start doing drills like this. How fast can I get my feet behind the 3-point line, set and shoot, right? That's what you learn from watching film, right? So that was a great read, but now we gotta learn how to get that shot off and not let it be so short. So you're on help side defense, right? So what I need you to do right here, this is good help side positioning. I would probably want you a little bit higher here, depending on who you're guarding. So this is where scout recognition comes into play. So is number 12 a shooter? I don't know, right? This is my first time watching this, but going into the game, I would have an idea. So if I knew he was a shooter, I would be up in this elbow area a little bit, right? So I can recover quicker because you're a little bit late for that three. That's the only thing that I would change about that. Your defensive positioning was good, but that's the only thing that I would change now. So right here, this is where time and score comes into play. So it's been 5 minutes in the game. And as a point guard, you got to think to yourself, okay, we haven't scored in 5 minutes. What are we running? What should we run this possession to almost guarantee us to get a good shot? That would be my mentality going into this possession, right? We haven't scored. Things are a little bit choppy. What can we run? What can we run right here? We need to score. We need something good. So you pass. It looks like you guys are running a little motion offense. Good cut, good spacing. Okay, so you should keep your spacing here. I don't know the play exactly, but when you're running plays like this, motion offense, you kind of want your spacing to be elite, right? You want a wing, and corner. So if you see number 3 stopping right here, right, he didn't finish that cut, you might need to pop out to this wing to create better spacing because you now bring more defenders over here, and it's just sort of jammed, but your offensive guy made a move, and you finally got a bucket here, which is good, right? But before that possession, I would be thinking to myself, what can we run right here? We need a good shot. So you got a bucket, that's all that matters, but that's how I'd be thinking about this. So this is great defense, good way to get through, good, hand up, awesome. Good defense right here. Shot goes up. All right, so the only thing I would tell you is to pursue the basketball. So as a guard, especially, when the shot goes up, you check your man to box out, right? That's the first thing. That's what coaches want to see. Now I need you to get into the mix. I need you to battle down here, right? Look, you got a player running into you, trying to pursue the rebound. You need to get into the mix. This guy now, the guy that you're guarding is now coming in for more rebounding. You just never know. You just want to make sure you're in the mix when the shot goes up. So now I'm thinking, all right, we only scored 2 points this quarter. I'm now directing my team, right? I'd be looking at my team right now. What are we running? Let's get into something. Let's get our pace up. No more walking it up the court, right? I need some pace. I need us to get into the offense quicker. But that might be something your coach might have said to walk it up, so I don't know. But this is just from a pro's perspective. I would get more pace into my offense. So you're running that motion offense again. Good. Wings filled. Good. Number 3, once again. Okay, there he goes. Cuts. Now, your reads. Okay, so you see the lane. Perfect. You're getting aggressive towards your weak hand. Good. Now, when you cross that free throw line, this is where you need to make your decision. So your defender's on your hip. Where's the help side coming from? It looks like you have a corner guy helping, which in our level, at a pro level, if the strong side corner, which means the corner where you're driving, is helping, that's an automatic kick to the corner for a 3, right? That's the first read. You also have this big man coming over to help, so this could also be a layup for your big if he cut, right? So these are the decisions that you have to make really quickly, and it looks like the guy gets a hand on it and out of bounds, right? So I don't mind the aggression here. You just have to make the read right here. Where's the help coming from? You might not have a layup. You might have a pass for a shot, in my opinion. Good, you got the defender coming off. Okay, now on this cross screen, it's a quick bump. We call it a quick bump, right? You just bump the guy, let him know you're there, gives your big man some time to recover. But here's what happens if you don't recognize what they're running, right? This is also where IQ comes. So quick bump, and now you have to find your man because you have to assume the guy who's screening is going to be coming off pin downs, which he does here. And all it takes is a second for you not to be looking, and that guy is coming off that screen for a three, right? So this is just sort of awareness. You'd made a decent recovery. I'd be telling my teammates, because it happens sometimes, right? Sometimes you get caught up in the game and you don't see the action going on. But right here, I'd be telling my teammates, switch, help, so they can be aware. But that's okay. After the shot, now I need you to pursue this rebound. You were late to go contest. I need you in the mix. I need you pursuing, right? Pursue the basketball. But good recovery, good. Back in defensive position. Now they got another play. Oh, your head always has to be on a swivel on defense, right? Because you always have to know where the ball is and where your man is. So swivel, good. You check where your man is. But now you have no idea the ball is even shot. Now your guy is now pursuing the glass because he probably sees that you don't even know the ball is being shot. So you have to keep your head on a swivel. Now this results in a foul on you. So I would just be more aware defensively when the shot goes up. Keep your head on a swivel a little bit more. But overall, that was good effort to try to box him out. So you're coming off an on ball here. And what I like to tell players is you want to create, some deception. You want the guy guarding you to think that, boom, you're going to rip baseline, or they might think you're going to reject the screen. You want to set your man up, right? So you want to create an advantage. So right here, there's no advantage created because there's no setup, right? Your guy just goes right to the screen. He gets right through the screen. Your big doesn't really set it that well, but you also need to help your big to set him up. But this is a great read by you, right? Elite read. So besides the setup, everything else was really good. Good. You notice that there's a hard hedge now. When there's a hard hedge, usually we'll have either this guy come up to get the pass, or you dump it off to your big right here, because now the weak side has to help, and he has options now, layup or three. Great read by you, and this is great offense. In my opinion, open shots like that's what you want. That's your goal as an offensive player. Great shot by you. So I love this clip because you're taking the ball out. You probably know the play's coming for you, and you do a good job of setting your man up, walk in a little bit. You can even be a little bit more aggressive if you want, sort of get into his body a little bit more, change your speed, and now shoot out quick like you do here. So what you did here was you created enough space for your defender, for your teammate to now set this great screen for you. Because if you look, your separation, now you get to the three-point line, feet set, bang, three-pointer. These are the shots that we look for. Great shots, not contested because you change your speed. Now, when you're working out by yourself, these are the shots that you need to be working on. I need you to start at the baseline and shoot out to the corner, catch and shoot threes, like with game speed pace. That was a great shot and a great read. All right, one last thing I wanted to talk about this quarter for you is the great defense right here. Good recovery, good closeout, way to stay in front, good locate your man, good defensive stance. This is a great defensive possession by you, heads on a swivel, in another stance, perfect. Created a turnover. That right there is great defense, right? That is what you want to do majority of possessions. Okay, we'll go over one more clip. That's a good cut by you. Good. I need you spaced. Okay, so we'll leave it with this. So this is a great cut. I would start a little bit higher maybe, so the big man can set this screen in a better angle instead of you starting it low, but that's okay. The only thing I would change here is when you see a baseline driver, your job right here is to drift to the corner for a three, right? You want to give this guy right here options to pass the ball if he gets stuck and doesn't have a layup. Because if he gets through this and this guy helps, you drifting to the corner creates better spacing and an outlet for him, or even 40 can come in for a layup. But he gets a foul call, which is good. So overall for you, I would work on getting my feet behind the three-point line at game speed and shooting, and just my overall pace. I would start figuring out how to change my speed, get into my defender more. How can I create more space off pick and rolls and off the ball? But other than that, great job. This is a good first quarter, and those are just a few things I'd work on.